grilled mushrooms, minced grilled bacon, over 2 all beef sirloin patties with Swiss cheese. And the sauce is a garlic parmesan. Pretty dang gone good if you ask me. Huh. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. Grilled onions, grilled mushrooms, grilled bacon all sauteed and chopped up together. Over 2 beef patties with Swiss cheese. Parmesan garlic sauce. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that delicious burger. It's such a good burger. I forgot how noticeable the change the actress swap was in this movie. I definitely don't like it. How's it going there, McGee? Mm. So juicy. Well, I'm full. What's up, AK-45? AK-45 in the chat. Currently watching Mummy 3. Watched the first two yesterday. Hadn't seen them in a long time. About to play some GTA 5. What's up with all the... Okay there, Dizzle. Look behind some funny people in the chat. Let me tell you, you're hilarious. This guy, guys, he's so funny. He's so funny. That's to clean my knife. Looks like you're... yeah, I like the Dolphins. I also like the Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan, Chicago Bears fan, Indianapolis Colts fan. And then baseball, I like the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago White Sox, and the Yankees. And then basketball, it's the Chicago Bulls, the Lakers, and then Celtics. Oh, I will watch Golden State Warriors because of Steph Curry. Yeah, I spent a few years in Chicago, so I have a huge love for the Chicago sports teams. So Dolphins fans only because the very first football game I ever saw was with my cousin, who was a mad Dolphins fan. He had a cardboard cutout of Dan Marino, and I actually watched Dan Marino's record touchdown, his record throw, and I thought that guy was awesome. And my cousin picked me up and started throwing me in the air. He's like, "Yeah, yeah!" He was all excited, and that got me excited, and it just made me a Dolphins fan. But I grew up in Chicago and in Lafayette and Indianapolis, so I became a Bears fan naturally. I mean, my favorite defensive player and offensive line player would probably be the Fridge, who was a Bears. Uh, I was pretty hopeful for Caleb Williams. I watched a few Bear games last season. I stopped watching Bears for a few years because they just constantly let me down. Same thing happened with the dog. Oh, hello there, Marino, the greatest. Marino is the greatest quarterback without a Super Bowl, and you are absolutely correct about that. Thank you for the $2 donation. I actually watched an interview with Peyton Manning, John Elway, Joe Montana, and like two or three other elite quarterbacks, Brett Favre, and they all said that Dan Marino was the absolute best quarterback that they ever saw, and that he had the purest throw and the most accurate aim. And the only reason that he had as many interceptions as he had was because he had no footwork and he had to snap. And he did not have great receivers. Now, the only reason his receivers have as many yards and as many touchdowns as they have is because Marino was their quarterback. But you can look at before they were with Marino, they were ass. So, it goes to show he it's debatable from what I've seen from most people saying the best season a quarterback ever had was the 85 season that Dan Marino had, where he threw 48 touchdowns and had just over 5,000 yards. He had like 7 interceptions that season, and he was like 14-2. And I've seen a lot of people say that's like one of the best seasons of a quarterback, period. And that's coming from top QBs with rings. He was almost drafted by the Steelers, and I wonder what would have happened if Dan Marino would have been on the Steelers. There's a theory that if he would have been on the Steelers, he would have had at least one Super Bowl, and I kind of feel like that might be true. Because if you look at the offense and the defensive line of the Steelers during the 80s and the early 90s, they had a mad defense and they had a pretty decent offense. They just didn't always have a great quarterback. But you could look at the running backs; they had solid running backs and receivers, and an offensive line, and that's something Marino didn't have. Marino was sacked a shit ton in an era where sacking meant fucking straight cold cocking the quarterback as hard as you could. Marino was a big part of it. That he was hilarious in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. I will give him that. He was extremely funny in that. When he was sitting there with his head outside the window, watching Pet Detective chew bubble gum, he said, "Got any more of that?" And he's like, "No, I don't, Dan. No, I don't." Just the movie was great, but Dan did a good job. I actually wish Dan would have did some more acting. I did think his appearance in Little Nicky was funny when he was trying to sell his soul to the devil to get a Super Bowl win, and then the devil wouldn't let it happen. And then after he goes back up, he's like, "I'm a Jets fan, to be honest, and I don't want to see him beat them." I thought that was funny. I'm hoping that our new quarterback can do something. You know, honestly, Tua was good for like 2 seasons, and the 2023 season he had was phenomenal. I mean, but once that concussion happened in the Bills game, 2 seasons ago, he hasn't been the same. He was rocked beyond his core after that. He he's definitely got brain damage. That boy should. I think it's hilarious that he landed at Atlanta. I don't know if you know, but Atlanta now has 3 left quarterbacks. That's the first time in NFL history that there have been 3 left-handed quarterbacks on an NFL team. I find that hilarious. 3 lefties? That's insane. I mean, there's like, I'm hoping my team turns it around. I'm glad that Max didn't get traded. Even though Baltimore knew he had knee issues, those two first-round picks would have been nice. Like Max is. So, oh, you're a Baltimore Ravens fan. You know, I like Lamar Jackson. I play fantasy football, and I can honestly say that I've had Lamar Jackson on at least one or two teams every season for the last 3 years that I've played, and he puts up points in the fantasy stats because of his runs. Oh, a Raiders fan. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. So like, I hate like five teams in the NFL, and one of them is the Raiders. Let me explain. In the '90s and before this, every year the Miami Dolphins had a charity game, and it was always a home game, and the winner of the game got to choose where the money and proceeds for the charity would go. And the Raiders laundered it and used it to get new equipment instead of putting it into a charity like they were supposed to. And when the Miami Dolphins headquarters people up top found out, they disbanded the charity event games and never did another charity game. And they did this game for like 30 years and totaled a lot of money in charity every year. Every year it'd go to like children's foundations, kids with cancer, fucking like good charities, not scumbag charities. Uh, so like to like steal from that to get equipment because your team's poor kind of didn't sit right with me, and I've hated them ever since because of that. I just think that's pretty scummy. Now, I was a Raiders fan before that, unfortunately, but that kind of like irked me, like to screw over charity like that. I don't know. I just thought it wasn't cool. But you guys had a really bad season last season. Um, like debatably about as bad as the Dolphins. I saw that you guys had. Last time I looked, I saw 17 interceptions from your guys' QB. What's up with that? Is he gonna get? Is he gonna get benched? I didn't really look at your guys' lineup change this year because I don't see myself using anyone on your team in fantasy. Uh, did they bench that quarterback? Because 17 receptions is pretty bad. I mean, Tua threw like that, and we got rid of him. So my question is what are you guys doing with your QB? Why'd the hat on the wall just move? I don't know, my guy. I'm curious which hat moved. No comment, so I assume you guys are keeping him on the line. Well, I hope he does better, because 17 plus interceptions is a pretty rough season. I never heard that story. Damn. Yeah, Davis is garbage. We're undefeated week one. They gave Gino a huge contract. Don't know why they had him. That's insane. Thank you again for the donation, dude. You are awesome. That's so much appreciated. I would you like me to review anything next Friday or this Friday? On for Fridays, I do fan reviews on request if someone's donated. Uh, so either this Friday or next Friday. Anything you'd like me to review, I could do a video. Yeah, a lot of people never heard that from the Raiders because they tried to sweep it under the rug. But as a Dolphins fan, I learned about it, and I was, what do you review? I will review almost anything. fast food to like I'll do like something that's like at the store, from like a certain cupcake brand to like a candy bar. So like people have done different stuff. Like one person specifically chose a super spicy ramen. One person chose a cheeseburger from Carl's Jr. Another person chose a taco from Taco Bell. Uh, Films. No, I do want to do a channel. I have a channel for that kind of stuff, but I kind of fell away from it. I was doing like TV show reviews and movie reviews, but it just wasn't gaining traction. But I do have a game channel. That's got like almost 7,000 subscribers and like 5 million views. And then my vlog channel, that's like 20, almost 29,000 subscribers and like 13 million views. I didn't see my battery was at 28. I didn't see my battery was at 28% on this. Turn the screen brightness down. Oh shit, that one's kind of low too. Hold on, let me scroll up. I see I missed your chat. You need to reviews of good movies. I would recommend Completely Insane Film for your hideout only. What? Starring Lee Wang and Agent 00. I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm very confused. Heater, I'm very confused what you're talking about. Valak, I am okay. Having a wonderful talk with this amazing donor over here who's trying to tell me something to review. And I said I do food reviews, and now he's telling me to review a movie, and I don't understand what he asked me to review. I'm confused. I did not fart, but if you'd like me to, I could give you a good old squeeze out and see if I can't squeeze out a turd like you. Nope, I can't produce a piece of shit like you. I guess your parents are special. It's a classic film from Philippines circa early 1980s. The film is called For Your Height Only. It's available on YouTube. It's a parody of James Bond films. Oh, okay. Um, is that David? That's David. I am 100% positive that is David now. No, because David doesn't like football. Oh, never mind. The sequel for So my favorite like martial arts parody was Kung Pao. Into the Fist. I don't know if you remember that. The guy's tongue was like. Ah, da, 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 da. There was a scene where he had to like dodge milk coming from a cow's udder, like the Matrix. I saw that when I was a kid, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. So I believe Kung Pao versus the cow was that shit was fucking hysterical. At the end, the cow was all like milk dry. It was like malnourished looking and scrawny. It was like it was a funny movie. I also like that one with the old lady that like has a broom and there's like a bunch of martial arts in like this older town. I cannot remember the name of that movie. It was another martial arts parody though. Super funny. I mean, how many martial arts parodies are there with an old lady and a broom though? So I mean, I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. Yes, Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle, that was hilarious. So those are like my two favorite martial arts parodies. I love parody movies though. I would probably say my favorite all-time parody movie would have to either be Scary Movie 2 or Loaded Weapon 5. The one that made fun of Lethal Weapon and all the cop movies that had Emilio Estevez and Samuel L. Jackson. Not enough people have seen that movie. That movie was fucking hysterical. It's one of the most slept on parodies of all time. And I've seen them all. I've seen almost every parody you can think of, from Movie 43 to Epic Movie to The Worst Movie Ever to Date Movie. Trying to think of a couple other famous parodies. Not Another Teen Movie. Fucking great. That's definitely in my top 10, if not top 5 parodies. Like that. Not Another Teen Movie was freaking classic to me. That came out when I was young and impressionable and found that movie freaking hysterical. For some reason, that message was hidden. Have you read parody films? I have not seen that one, and I'm not gonna watch that. That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ah, my eyes are bugging me. I need my allergy pills. I have not seen that. Oh, you know, it's another. I mean, technically, the fucking police movie. What do you call that? Um, drawing a blank. Super Troopers. Those guys make great parodies. Beerfest, Super Troopers. That fire station show they had. Oh, my eyes are bugging me. Excuse me. Man, my best friend's name Andrew. There's no way. There's no way he would come here and say that. Well, actually, he might. Yeah, Beer Fest was great. No, I haven't seen that, but I will say I'm a big fan of The Whitest Kids You Know. But all right, dude. Trevor Moore was a freaking comedy genius. That guy was hilarious. I'm somewhat Jewish, and I found his Hitler sketches very comical. I couldn't believe someone made Hitler funny. I mean, you're trying to take the most horrific human being to ever exist and make him funny. Like, it's just wild. One of my favorites, though, was the one with the kid who's getting in trouble with his mom on the phone, and they're playing Call of Duty. And he's like, Mom, Caleb's a liar. Mom, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. That shit was hilarious. Thank you there, heroes of faith. You're hysterical. Hello there, Siberian. So my question there is, guy who's talking about parody movies, have you seen the movie Loaded Weapon 5 with Emilio Estevez and Samuel Jackson? If not, my question is then why? Oh no. You son of a bitch. You cocksucker. Oh, you motherfucker. Are you playing it? Yes, I'm playing a game. Looking at my Gucci. It's about time. Gotta pack that bowl. I need to do the same, my guy. Grab a little candle wax, if you know what I mean. What game? Oh, Hearthstone. I'm about to play GTA 5. It's the first, so I get on to do my a couple quests. Have you? Yeah, Fallout 3, 4, New Vegas, and 76. I'm waiting for remastered New Vegas. I'm gonna play the shit out of that. I'm gonna be streaming so much remastered New Vegas. Also, I heard leaks of a remastered Ocarina of Time, so now I gotta go get a Switch too. New Vegas, what's your favorite? What's your go-to faction? Um, honestly, can't remember the faction names. It's been 10 years, over about 10 years since the last time I played New Vegas. It's been a long time since I played. After I beat it, I mean, fuck, that was God, that was a long time ago. I need to watch the show. Do you kill Mr. House or no? Oh, no, I let Mr. House live. I let Mr. House live. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I didn't know what it would be like. I wish New Vegas had a larger series system like that. 3 votes. One of my top 3 games ever made. Oh wow! I mean, that is a good one. My favorite game. I'm 35. I was born in 1990. My favorite game of all time though is probably Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I'm really hoping the remake leaks are true. "1979 Warlords." I don't know what that. I hate having back problems. Probably didn't help motorcycle accident or falling off a bridge. I never heard of that one. Shokundun. Mass Effect is a good one. What about GoldenEye for the N64? How do you feel about that game? Okay. Heater question. Mario or Zelda? Let's see here. Let's take this guy out. Take this guy out. Kill this guy. Ooh, that'll give us this guy. Thank you. Zelda sucks. The Adventure of Link is the only good one I played. Zelda sucked. Breath of the Wild sucked. Well, damn, bro. That's wild. I would disagree with you. I liked Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, the first 2 for Nintendo, um, Twilight Princess, for GameCube. Uh, I mean, Mario was decent. My favorite Mario game would have been either Mario 3 or Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. But Zelda definitely takes Mario. Okay, what about Mega Man? Mega Man or Mario? Again, for me, I prefer Mega Man. The golden cartridge one. I like the golden cartridge one for Nintendo. I remember that one. So OG, I didn't play the ones you speak of, I guess. You really need to play at least Ocarina of Time. It's one of the highest rated video games of all time. Mega Man was like the shit for me. My very first Game Boy game. That's the one I had for Game Boy. That's the one I had for Game Boy was Mega Man 2. Oh my god. I when I first got my first Game Boy Color when I was in the third grade, that I only had enough money for one game, and the only game I could afford was like one of three games, and I chose Mega Man 2, and that was a banger, dude. I replayed that game so many times. I wanted a Pokemon game, but I didn't have the money, and I had the choice between there was a Mario game, there was Mega Man 2, and then the Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Color. And I'd already played Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo, so I was like, there's no point in me getting that. So I chose the Mega Man 2, and I loved that game. I beat that game at least a dozen times. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Red. Excuse me. Distracted from Magic Carpet. Gyarados was definitely one of my favorites, though. He was in my top five favorite Pokemon, all time Pokemon. I actually farmed enough. I actually farmed enough Magikarp to get a Gyarados on Pokemon Go, and that was probably one of the most farming things I ever did on any video game ever. Oh, I had to catch so many Magikarp. Yeah, Goblin. I'm hoping that this season, with all the draft picks we have, I'm hoping I'm hoping we do fucking something, because God have we sucked. Zelda 1986. So that's the very first. That is a solid pick. My favorite Zelda game though, it's got to be Ocarina of Time. Nothing beats that for me. But I will say that my second favorite Zelda, probably Twilight Princess. Third, Majora's Mask. I'd say my fourth is probably the one for Nintendo. The Finns are gonna rival the Raiders for greatness this year. That's freaking funny as hell. Yo, don't forget like the stream and subscribers. Thank you, Goblin. That's correct. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I also have a vlog channel. If you look, you'll see a channel on my recommended list with almost 30,000 subscribers. It's like 28,900 and something. It says "What in the Life of Turtle." That's my personal vlog channel. I go live on there almost every day now. Should check that out. What Turtle Ninja is my game channel, also on the recommended list. Oh yeah, I remember Sega. Sonic Pinball is probably my favorite Sonic game. I think most people sleep on that one, and I love that game. I I fucking love Sonic Pinball. I played so much Sonic Pinball. Sonic was fire, but specifically Sonic Pinball, there was something about it. I beat that game as a kid, and that was probably one of the most complex games to beat as a kid because like there was like super advanced puzzle. The whole game was a super advanced puzzle. It was tight though. It was fucking tight. And definitely played the show. I will say though, Sonic, Donkey Kong, Mario, all those characters. My favorites were Link and Mega Man. Dr. Robert, Mr. Bean. I liked Mr. Bean. I don't. Oh, wasn't that the? Oh, Doctor Robotnik's Bean Machine. Oh, I remember what you're talking about now. I was very confused when I read that. It took me like 3 times to read it to know what the fuck you were saying. I was like, what? 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 Oh. Tekken was okay, but I was more of a Mortal Kombat fan. I was a huge Mortal Kombat fan. My favorite franchise for fighting games was definitely Mortal Kombat. And if it wasn't Mortal Kombat, it would either be Dragon Ball Z, the Budokai series, or um, Soul Calibur. Was a huge Soul Calibur fan. Specifically Soul Calibur 2 and 4. Soul Calibur on 2 on GameCube had Link, and Xbox had Spawn. And then on 4, the PlayStation had Darth Vader, and the Xbox 360 had Yoda. Those were dope. Those were dope. But Mortal Kombat, mine probably favorite was either Deception, Deadly Alliance, or Armageddon. I had all three of those on PlayStation 2. I loved that game trilogy. Played so much Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation 2. The games at the arcade were dope. Yeah, like Mortal Kombat 4 was probably the best Mortal Kombat arcade game. But I played the OG Mortal Kombat's on the arcade back in the day. I would say I am about that old. Damn, son. Home play were better. Arcade was an expensive one. Yeah, yeah. Like, how about the old Simpson game on the arcade? Like, I remember playing the very, very first Simpson game on the arcade. That was fucking cool. I even had that game on the Nintendo. The very original Simpsons game. Do you guys remember that one? The intro had Bart skateboarding through Springfield. Yeah, the arcade. Yeah, I had the arcade, but then they released it on SNES. That was one of my favorite SNES games. Oh, look, I see you coming to both my channels. Aren't you just hilarious? You said the same thing on my other channel just a little bit ago. Such a funny guy. Must be awesome having no friends. Oh, I had two R's and I could never beat. Marge beat them with a Mac. Oh, yeah. I remember that fight. A Simpsons arcade game was never released on any console. The NES game or original games. Bart vs. Space Mutiny and Bart vs. the World are the NES games. I'm thinking Bart vs. the World was the one I had. I swear I thought the one on the Nintendo was the arcade one. That got me feeling stupid. I didn't want to feel stupid. Why'd you go and make me feel stupid? What the actual F? Okay. I will say that the best Simpsons game probably was Hit and Run. I mean, Road Rage was fun, but Hit and Run on PlayStation 2, dude, that game was fucking tits. I don't care what you say. Simpsons Hit and Run on PlayStation 2 was one of the coolest car games. Okay, if you guys are old, do you remember the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers game for Nintendo? It was two players. You could either play Chip or Dale. See, I didn't know that either. That was like one of the first co-op games I remember playing with my brother. No, I ran out of time. The Simpsons arcade game is famous for showing Mr. Smithers as a villain instead of him being the good old Mr. Burns bad. Did you guys ever play Crazy Taxi? I mean, it was alright, but I thought Hit and Run and Road Rage were more fun. You defeat more enemies in Hearthstone if you grab the and twist it. What the hell? I don't even know what the hell to say with that. It's fucking hilarious. Alright. Never played Crazy Taxi, but it wasn't bad, but it was like Simpsons Hit and Run or Road Rage, so to me those games were more fun. Gotta switch this to the tripod because low battery. Hold on. Oh shit. Let's do this. And then this. You got 1 health. Come on, just quit. Don't be a biatch. I'm old. All fantasy games fall under D&D category. I played some old Dungeons and Dragon games. Never played the tabletop version. Played like ones on the computer. I don't tell me I'm about to lose to this guy with 1 health. I'm gonna lose it. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck. He's got 4 mana. I've got 6 health. Can he do it? No, he can't. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, God. Oh, God, what are these hero costs? What is he doing? What is he doing? Okay, he quit. Cool. No, Hearthstone's a card game, like Magic the Gathering, but on the computer. He was thinking about grabbing your knee interesting, but he quit. Okay. My guy had ran out of health, but if you say so. I think my headphones died. The old health excuse, classic Hearthstone. What? What is this shenanigans? Do you even know what Hearthstone is? Cracking my nuts over here. Yep, I gotta switch headphones. These ones did die. I powered them back on. They lasted for 2 minutes. I was like, are they low battery or did they just power up from not getting used? They died. Wow, okay. Okay. Whatever. That's bull. Wow, okay. Okay, guy. Okay. Putting Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon into Hearthstone? That's diabolical. You didn't have the Super Greymon, Mega Charizard, Omega Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Exodia Dragon. You know, let's just make it fucking ridiculous, why don't we? How? How is the RNG like that? I don't even I even, I don't even, I don't even understand. I don't understand. I couldn't express enough confusion right now. When I say, I don't understand. Like I don't understand. How? How? I want to know how. Tell me. Good God, tell me. Like, that has to be the weirdest RNG I've ever seen in this fucking game. I have 6 random missiles. This guy has 1 health and managed to all go face. If I needed that ever, that would never happen. But no, the second I don't fucking need it, that's what happened. Okay. Headphones have been switched. Just be the force to give the enemy a look and nerve pinch. What the hell, man? That's too much. That's too much. That would made my brain hurt. At your age, you probably didn't fuck with Beyblades, huh? Like Beyblades, Metablots, Zoids, those were the shit when I was. Oh man, this is not good. You need to send out the call to the mighty heroes in the name of the mighty hero son, and soon she will give you $10. And I did not Beyblades. I was Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was definitely my favorite. Goku is like my favorite. Like I would say, like favorite hero character other than Ninja Turtles. Because Ninja Turtles and Goku. Like I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. I watched Dragon Ball the OG. I actually prefer the OG Dragon Ball over Z. Most people have never watched the OG, but I loved the original. popping off. Fave Turtle, Michelangelo. And it's ironic because I said from the beginning he was the last Ronin, and they didn't acknowledge that till like issue 3 or issue 4. And I called it. I knew it was Mikey from the get go. You know anything of the Mighty Heroes? The Mighty Heroes. I'm not sure if I know the Mighty Heroes. I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And if you're talking about the Mighty Heroes on that like old Kablam show, Nickelodeon, I remember those. Yeah, my favorites were Michelangelo and Leonardo. Well, I'm from the 90s. I was born in the 90s, so, that's what I grew up watching. Don't get me wrong, I do like some older cartoons. I liked Scooby Doo, I liked the Jetsons, I liked Tom and Jerry, I liked Flintstones. I remember when Last Ronin first came out, everybody was like, it's gotta be Leo or it's gotta be Raphael. People even thought it could be Donnie. No one thought it could be Michelangelo because he's the clown. But Splinter said in multiple series, both comic book and cartoon, that Michelangelo had the most potential. He was just erratic and lazy and didn't care enough to try. But you kill his father and his brothers, and you give that guy a mission. They said in the Ronin that he became more sufficient with the 4 weapons than each of his brothers did individually. It also said that he could individually take on the 4 brothers himself. Like if he was one of the 4 fighting himself. So he got pretty proficient. I have not seen that. That sounds cool though. That's funny. I actually went and saw Ninja Turtles 2, the anniversary showing a few weeks ago. It was pretty cool seeing that in theaters. I do have 2 of the newer multiplayer Ninja Turtle games that are like top view, like the old school Nintendo. They're pretty cool. What's up, Forgotten? Go Ninja, go me past the sucker that was. Yeah. Wow, that's cool. I was like one when that came out. Yeah, yeah. I need to get that. I was looking at that on Steam. It looks tight. Dude, the Ninja Rap song hits. I don't care what anyone says. So does the Ninja Rap song from the very first Ninja Turtle. A lot of people don't know. That was done by MC Hammer and two other old school rappers. The Ninja Turtle rap song from the very first Ninja Turtles movie. I can't think of the name of the song right now. Uh, I believe it was called Turtle Power. Oh yeah, I know it was crazy. Yeah, look up Turtle. I think it's called Turtle Power or Ninjas. Look up the Ninja Turtles rap song from the very first Ninja Turtle movie in 1990. It's a song most people have never heard, and it's actually a fucking banger. I mean, I've actually listened to some even new Vanilla Ice music. He started making music again after he did that movie with Adam Sandler, and I actually like some of his newer music. Dude, that's my boy. Dude, that's probably one of the best Adam Sandler movies in a long time. Like that one was a hilarious. I love that movie. I mean, in my opinion, he kind of fell off with his movies, but that was probably his best movie. Like he hasn't had a good movie since then, in my opinion. That was that worthy. I will say that the movie with him doing fucking Righteous Gemstones or whatever, that was actually, well, maybe not Righteous. I can't remember the Jewel movie though. That was really good, but that wasn't funny. You know, That's My Boy was freaking hilarious. Almost screwed the pooch turn, didn't even realize it. That's hilarious. Play 850 cards international. Card custom plus 2. Right, plus 1 chat plus 1. Okay. Cool. Smart chip experience. I'm back. Had to listen to it. Okay, so Forgotten Bro, what did you think of it? He fell off a long time ago. Started with Mr. Deeds. For me, Ridiculous 6 was a comeback. Ridiculous 6 wasn't back. Uncut Gems, yeah. I liked it. I thought it was Turtle Power, yeah. If you're telling me to go look up a song, though, I will go look it up as soon as my movie's over. I gotta go back downtown. Down memory lane. Check out Turtle Power. Sorry for spelling mistake. Yeah, Turtle Power, man. That green machine going to walk the town without being seen. You've seen a turtle get down. Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know, man. It's definitely a banger of the 90s variety. But I fucking love that song. I listen to that song at least once a week. It's on like 5 or 6 of my playlists. So not a 90s banger. Well, I mean, it came out. It should have been. Yikes, that road was whack. Whatever, man. I love that song. Maybe I'm just too big of a Turtle diehard fan. This just shows how different our generations are. No, I mean, my favorite music is from the 70s and 80s. Like, I grew up listening to AC/DC, Leonard Skinner, Led Zeppelin, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Pink Floyd, Poison, Kiss. Millennial Love. Okay, dude, I was born in 1990. I mean, like, it's not like I was born in 2002. Dislike Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and other ones you mentioned. Love me some Kiss, so I'm a diehard Kiss fan, but we're a Kiss fan later. So, like, what did you think of the Kiss movie? Detroit Rock City. Damn, that's funny. Fuck. The Forgotten Bro, 86. David? Is that you, David? That would explain why you're blue. And I swear my brother Dave was born in 86. DRC was fun. Mm. Michael. Okay, nope, not David. It was campy but fun. It was like Cuddy's. Oh, okay. Question, guys. Waterboy or Happy Gilmore? Now, I like Happy Gilmore, but Waterboy's probably my all-time favorite comedy. Oh, okay, there. Guy with YouTube name change, Michael. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Happy Gilmore is a classic among classics, but it's real hard to top. Roland, I don't know what to say to that. Uh, a few of my best friends are black, so I am pretty firm against racism and racism activity. No, no, no. I'm not saying what you said is racist. What I was saying is that that's a tough topic for me because I'm avidly against racism, and I am not black, so I can't really, in my opinion, put an honest assessment on that. I do think that they do not highlight black on black violence enough on the news. It only ever happens when it is black on white crime or white on black crime or black on any other ethnicity. But genuinely, it's only ever when it's like on white people, which is kind of sad because it's like I don't know, it just kind of feels like they don't show proper representation. They don't truly show how bad it is for some people. Yeah, see, that's the issue they're forgotten, and I'm not trying to. If you were ever in a race like bike foot through the race, what would make you a race? Okay, okay, okay. This fucking guy. Okay, if you're old, have you watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia? If you're old enough, you should have watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So, roll. It's not that. I wasn't sure if you were trying to bait me. Often people try to bait streamers, so I wasn't sure where you were coming from with that. I so I find it amazing that that show managed to get off the ground. Beans that the very first episode, it it insulted both blacks and gays at the same time. Eh, and like most shows can't make fun of one of those and not get canceled, and they managed to make fun of both of those in the very first episode. So it always astonished me that they managed to get get off the ground in a way that they did. My favorite season is season 7 with Fat Mac. Fat Mac was so fucking funny. That whole season. I just want a chimichanga. You are becoming a chimichanga. If social justice warriors would watch Blazing Saddles, today would. Oh, God, right? Well, Ronald, I would actually say that that is probably an accurate statistic. It's actually been proven that not having a father can actually highly affect the development of a child. That's why single fathers are more likely to succeed than single moms, and that's just by statistics. They've actually shown that fathers who raise children alone have a better chance at doing so successfully than mothers doing it alone. I saw the statistics showing how likely it is for a single mom's child to become a criminal versus a single father's, and it was actually pretty astonishing. Uh, you wouldn't think that. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Roll. Yeah, not a huge Mel Brooks fan. Although I believe season 10, there's the episode. They're going to meet some ball player and old Danny eats the crow. Dude, that shit's funny as fuck. I I love all of the episodes where they're like being like interviewed. Like the way that they were mocking Dee. Oh, that woman's talking again. Why is that woman talking? The way that they were mocking her was hysterical. And then when started talking about the dog thing, oh god, I almost lost it. Oh, also, season 4, the musical episode. I fucking love the musical episode. And all the episodes involving Dayman were hysterical. That's hilarious. I mean, you're not completely wrong there, Forgotten Bro, and that's just statistics. It's unfortunate that Charlie's mom passed away in real life a few years ago. I had the honor of meeting her in a comic view. Yeah, I heard she was really funny. They said she ad-libbed so much stuff. They would just tell her what they wanted to do in the scene, and she would ad-lib her own scenes. Apparently, she was like a comedy genius. Dee said she got a lot of advice from her acting career from her. Oh God, why? Why? No, I just lost. What is this? What did you just do? Uh, Wait, draw 3 cards, set the cost. That's not the one I picked. No. Wait, what? Okay. Oh wow, I might actually win. That's nuts. Running Man was great. Running Man, Running Man. Why am I drawing a blank on that? Was that an episode? You better have something pretty spectacular there, guy, or you're done. How Running Man, a film with Arnold. Oh, yep, nope, I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, no, that's a good one. Based on Richard. Yeah, yeah, I know which movie you're talking about. What about Twins? How do you feel about Twins? Hey, join the Sea Army. What? Twins was funny. Junior wasn't a bad sequel. My favorite Schwarzenegger films are Conan, Terminator, Commando. My favorite would either be Predator 1, um, between Predator 1 and Terminator 2. And then if I had to pick a third, it might be The Last Action Hero, because that was just a fucking classic. I know it was considered a flop, but I loved that movie as a kid. Last Action Hero, man, that was a secret banger. It really was. Yeah, Predator and T2. I mean, don't Kindergarten Cop is up there with me as well. I loved Kindergarten Cop, but I was a kid when that movie came out. And to me, that movie was hilarious. I've got to use the. I mean, Twins is good. Yeah, Twins is good. Like that's in my top Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. When I was a kid, though, when I was a kid and I had zero taste, Batman 4 was my favorite Batman film. And we all know he was Mr. Freeze in that. Fun fact, he pays Warner Brothers $1 every year to keep the Mr. Freeze costume at his house. Most people don't know that, but Arnold Schwarzenegger actually has his suit from Mr. Freeze from Batman 4 in his house. He pays Warner Brothers $1 every year. It was in his contract. At the end of the movie, he wanted to keep the suit, but he couldn't legally keep the suit, so he's renting the suit because of the way that all those movie production companies work. So he pays $1 a year to keep the suit. And when he dies, it goes back to Warner. You know that motherfucker has walked around in his house, sitting there drinking a fucking ice cold beer, watching TV dressed as Mr. Freeze. You fucking know he has. If you met two Batman and they're both deceased, then I'm gonna guess that one would have been the famous and great late 1960s Batman, also known as the mayor of what was that? God damn it. Family Guy Town. I can't think of it. Quahog. Adam West. And then I'm going to guess you said two. Well, unfortunately, Batman from Batman 3, also aka the Kid from the famous Tom Cruise movie Top Gun, he died a few years ago as well. 3 years ago, I want to say? Val Kilmer? Yeah, Val Kilmer. Yeah, I was leading to it. I knew who it was. I went to the theaters to see that movie when I was a kid. It was one of the very first movies I saw in theaters. I remember my aunt and uncle were taking my cousin Crystal and my cousin William to see it, and they stopped by and asked my stepdad and mom if I want to go, and I was like, go to Batman, yeah. I was like fucking, I don't know. When did that movie come out? That'll tell you how old I was. I was born in '90, and had Val sign and Jim Morrison picture. Jim Carrey is the Riddler. And then the guy who played Toothface, I heard the guy who played Toothface was a bit of a diva, John Goodman, but he did such a good job. Or not John Goodman. Fucking goddamn it. You made me think, draw a blank on his name. Try to give him for a minute. Oh yeah, I saw that. Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, I heard Tommy Lee Jones hated Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey's like supposedly one of the most likable people in Hollywood, so I know, I know, I know. Tommy Lee Jones is a bit of a diva. I have to go get water and use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Tommy Lee and Jim don't get along. Nah, see, Tommy didn't get along with a lot of people. Like he didn't get along with Will Smith either. I'll be right back, folks. I really gotta get some water.
I hast returned. If you guys are still there, hello. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at chat. Hmm. Hate being sick. Let's see here. I remember the Pee Wee Herman show. I remember Cheech and Chong. Oh, hold on. Oh, excuse me. I apologize for that. Oh, I think I might be coming down with a cold. Did you know that you can put? I didn't know that. Cool. So I was looking at films, watch Popeye. That's crazy. I loved the Robin Williams Popeye movie when I was a kid. Wow, that's Popeye the Slayer, man. That's crazy. No, I remember Pee Wee's Playhouse. Fuck. Well, I think I lost this one. Look up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Teenage Dirtbag Parody by Rucka Rucka Ollie. Go watching that, Heater. Tell me what you think of that. Because I'm telling you, Heater, it is hilarious. I'm a big Rucka Rucka fan now. So he is crazy. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. That was actually... Very interesting pull. Gonna help me come back if he doesn't kill me right here. I don't like the zero cost cards right now. You're a mage. I don't want to see you playing zero cost cards. Oh God. Oh, what was it? What are you doing? Oh, okay, that restored 5. I'll take that. Oh, you copied that. No, I don't want you to copy that. No, you need health too. No. Oh, I can do that. Okay, that's fine. Oh God, that's even worse. Oh no. Um. Mm. Oh, at the end of your turn, do 6 damage to enemy here. No, I gotta get rid of that. Oh, fuck, no, that just... Oh, God damn it. I lost because of that. Ah, that mother. Ugh. I just killed myself. I hear someone yelling. I didn't think about it. Why am I losing electrolytes? I was throwing my guts out this morning. One second, I gotta fill this up. I have not watched One Piece, but I need to. No. So I have these, I have these things right here. They're called Pure Kick. They're hydration packets. They've got vitamin A, C, E, magnesium, zinc. It's got all of the, what do you call it? Electrolytes. It's got 7 electrolytes on it. It's only 5 calories, and it tastes like the original Gatorade flavored lemon lime. It's just like it. They come in like 6 or 8 in a box. They make a watermelon one too. I have that too. I've drinking almost all the watermelons. I only have 2 boxes of the watermelons left. And I got 4 of each. So I just opened one of the lemon lime. This one's really good too. It kind of tastes like watermelon Jolly Rancher. But they're only 5 calories, 0 sugars. And they got electrolytes. They come like 6 or 8 in a box for like $1.25 at Walmart. They're pretty much like 20 cents a packet. Which isn't bad. I'm gonna put on some music. Music. Someone said I should look up a song. What was that song? I do the same thing. I add the salsa, the seltzer water or whatever, the carbonated water. What I'll do is I'll put about this much water in a cup and mix the powder in there, and then I'll add like a scoop of ice, and then I'll hit the carbonated water. Sometimes I'll do it with Sprite. I also sometimes we have sugar-free tea at work, so sometimes I'll add sugar-free tea to it. So then I have like a enhanced tea or a flavored tea. I was responding to a text message. I didn't think you used tea. Yeah, no, it's actually great with tea because then you get a kick of caffeine, and it's natural caffeine, not that caffeine that you get from some of them energy drinks. The craziest thing I've ever experienced. You don't want to hear that, Phil. I've had an extreme life. If you've ever seen the show Shameless, I mean that's the closest TV show I could say was like my childhood. Well, I do. I have an issue with them. I like them a lot. Oh, chat died. What the frick is this guy doing over here? Just lie down and take it, my guy. Okay, I won. I was gonna say, what is this mother trucker doing? Alright, it's time to play. It's time to play a real game. No, I don't have any more quests, and I won the last like 7 out of 8 matches with this new deck I made. Kind of got bored. I used to play that game for hours. I've actually won a few tournaments. I was even one of the alpha and beta testers before it even came to the Android market, when it was just on PC. Have a good one, man. Hopefully you become a regular heater. You were funny. Isn't 1985 when high school never ends the same song? I'm confused. Oh, for some reason I don't see chat. Hold on a second. I gotta close this out and reopen it.